Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Joining us right now is a good friend of the show. Baby? We had him in New Orleans. He's back. Here it is. Master. P, what he do?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
P, I'm great, man. Hey, congratulations, President of Basketball Operations at the University of New Orleans. How did this position come about? Sir. And explain your role to our chat, P.
Yeah, so Coach Tim Floyd, he's one of the greats from the University of New Orleans, put a lot of guys in the NBA. And he done got older. He retired. I mean, a year or something ago, I told him, I said, man, I'm thinking about coaching in college. And then I didn't hear nothing from him. Then a couple months ago, he said, man, I got a position for you to go take over the University of New Orleans. And man, the rest was history. It's nothing but God. Like I said, this is a town where I grew up at. This school, the University of New Orleans, has always been about privateer nation. And for a black man to get this, you know, I definitely got to salute Deion Sanders for opening the doors, man, showing us that we could do it. So, and I just love, me and him got on the phone call. I was saying, Coach, how you think I should go about this? He was like, man, take this first step. And the rest is history. Right. And man, Shannon, this is a blessing, my brother. I'm telling you, it's a blessing because especially me coming from hip hop, this history to be able to, I'm running the whole
program,
you know, basketball operations, everything. So it's like, now they got to listen to us, but you know, the program was in shambles too. So you think about it, they ain't going to give us a brand new
Oh, yeah. You got to build it up, P. You ain't going to start from, I can't let you start from the top of the mountain. I got to make you climb up the mountain.
Yeah. So think about it. And you know, it goes with my business model. I always find a problem. And if I find a problem, then I know what the solution is, then I could be a part of fixing it. And so the game done changed. Look at Rick Pitino. He done turned St. John's all the way around.
Everywhere he goes, he turns it around.
Yeah, and think about it, right? This NIL stuff is now like, my thing is catching the billionaires, the millionaires, the alumni from the University of New Orleans and saying, look, I caught them all yesterday. We got in the room. You know, we need y'all to make some deposits so we can go get the best players.
Yeah.
The best players. And I mean, the job is easy from there because a lot of guys want to play for me. You know, I've been doing this for a while. I coached DeMar DeRozan, Lance Stevens, Brandon Jennings. So I come from a program, my P. Miller Ballers, of creating dogs. And so I know what that looked like. And I got dogs coming already. They want to be with this program. And so when the portal come, I told them no puppies allowed, all dogs. Dogs. We got to win, man. So think about it, Shannon. My thing is, we won 4 games last year. This is a Division I university.
That's unacceptable.
Yes, sir.
So you know what I'm going to do. Like, it's only up from there. And so I'm humble. I'm hungry. I'm letting God lead me on this journey. I mean, I just got to keep climbing from there.
Man, listen, that's a beautiful thing, man. To honestly, to get a position like that in your hometown, despite your background and being a rapper, because I know about your basketball game. I know about your IQ when it comes to that. So be able to be passionate about something else that wasn't your main focus, but it was something that you loved. And now you get to actually live that dream. Like, I got chills because I have things that I also want to do where I've never been presented the opportunity to do it. And now that's motivating to me. Because I'm like, man, if P could do it, I know.
Yes, and that's what I want. I want all of us to feel like that. Because think about it, we already stereotype. So, you know, in this position where I'm at, it's not like a lot of us in these positions. And so the school that I'm at, you're not going to see a lot of us at these positions. And so now it's about me doing the right thing, being able to do this under the NCAA rules, show them that the same way Deion Sanders did, like he did it. And now we could do it in basketball. and don't bring. So when you come to our games, I done learned from the GOAT already. When you come to these games in New Orleans, we the culture. It's gonna be turned all the way up, Shannon. So I'm bringing y'all out, man. It's gonna. But you're gonna see some of the best basketball that you could see. And basketball changed my life and saved my life. And I went from Master P to Coach P. I mean,
the CEO
is a blessing, man. Yes. And to be honest with you, this is a business.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's what this is right now. Basketball is a business. These kids are making money, and now I got the right NIL deals that I could match anything. I could go after the #1 players now. We're going to have a spotlight for these kids to where the NBA is going to come to where we are because we're going to put these type of caliber players here. And we have them. We are prepared to compete next year and to grow and get better.
This episode of Nightcap is brought to you by Cologuard, a non-invasive colon cancer screening test. Currently, colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the U.S., and it's on the rise in people under the age of 50. But when caught at early stages, colon cancer is survivable in 90% of the people. So screening and early detections are key to reducing overall colon cancer deaths. And a great one-of-a-kind way to feel more in control of your colon cancer screening is through the Cologuard test, a prescription-based test with none of the prep that's required for a colonoscopy. The Cologuard test is the only FDA-approved, non-invasive option that looks for both altered DNA and blood in your stool, which can indicate the presence of abnormal cells. This test offers convenience and ease of use, and the kit is delivered right to your door. Once you complete the kit, it is returned to the lab and results are available within 2 weeks. Plus, it's affordable. Most insured patients pay $0. And if you do need a colonoscopy, as a follow-up, most insurance plans cover that as well. So if you're 45 or older and at average risk, ask your healthcare provider about screening for colon cancer with the Cologuard test. You can request a Cologuard prescription today at Cologuard.com/podcast. The Cologuard test is intended to screen adults 45 and older at average risk for colorectal cancer. Do not use the Cologuard test if you've had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease, or certain hereditary syndromes, or personal or family history of colorectal cancer. The Cologuard test is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Cologuard test performs in adults aged 45 to 49, it's estimated, and based on a large clinical study of patients 50 and older. False positives and false negatives can occur. Cologuard is available by prescription only. Pete, let me ask you this. Go ahead, Ocho.
Yeah. Listen, I have a question. Now, when it comes to going to get players, will you ever be in a position or ever have to do the part where you go into homes and actually visit the parents and talk to them? Will you ever do that?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, like a lot of these parents grew up with me, grew up on my music. And they know I'm going to take care of their kids. Like that's the most important thing. And I'm going to let them understand what hard work is. And when I say I want dogs, you got to be able to be dedicated, put the work in. I know you're going to say, oh, man, Master P, that's my coach. No, it's Coach P. We want good characters. We want guys that's going to come in here and work hard. And we're going to take it from there. Like if you got that lead ability, then we're going to make sure that these NBA scouts come in. And right now, I mean, I'm about to sit down with Steph Curry because we are Under Armour school. And that's the first thing I said, for us, two black men to come together, we're going to take this thing and blow it out the water. Like, we're going to take this to the next level. Like, you're going to see even Steph Curry brand. It's like, this is an opportunity that we really can blow this up and we can help each other.
Pete, let me ask you this. How do you get people to see other than what they see? Knowing, because a lot of times where you grew up, how you grew up, okay, he a rap, man, he ain't nothing but a rapper. But you parlayed that and said, oh, no, I can sell product. I can sell cereal, I can sell chips, I can sell soda, boom, boom, boom. They say, okay, well, no, all you do is rap and all you are a CEO. How can you lead a basketball program? How can you get in the collectives and NIL? How did you, P, get somebody to see other than what they saw?
Well, you know what? This is not a traditional business anymore. So you're not going to find the traditional coaches. I mean, the same way they had to believe back in Rick Pitino. Like for me, I haven't been doing music for over 20 years. Right. So they can't look at me from that perspective. They got to look and say, I've been giving back to the community for over 25 years. You can look at my track record. I've been doing the right thing for a long time. You know what? Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect, but I know that I'm letting God lead me on this journey, and I'm going to lead my team I'm passionate about what I do. I love what I do. Like, this is not about money. This is what I love to do. And I'm able to do that. This is what makes me most happy, being able to help young people, and especially through education. Think about it. I've always been on a financial literacy journey. So I've always been teaching and helping the next generation, the ones that want to listen. I done went from NFL players to NBA players to Major League Baseball. I've been helping, showing them, like, you know what? We have to understand the importance of financial literacy. And now to be able to help brothers in this sport to be successful, because everybody's not going to the NBA, right? So now I'm going to show these kids why they want to come and play for me, because not only that this is a basketball game, but most of these kids are feeding their families right now in college. It's no more time waiting to get to the league. I know what it is to be hungry. My grandparents sent me to college with $5. Like, go ahead on. I hope you make it, baby. And guess what? I came back and made it and brought her a house, brought my grandmother a house. And so I know what these kids, feel, what they've been through. Me and Brandon Jennings talked about this last night. I said, what made you so good? Brandon said, man, look, I know the conditions where I was at. Nobody wasn't going to outwork me, even though they was bigger than me. I was a dog on the court. And then I got a chance to be around UP and see mansions and see all these nice things. And then that even motivated me even more. So imagine these kids around me going to see that I come from the gutter. I come from nothing. And look where I'm at now. Now they get a chance to touch me and play for the team that I'm coaching. But I'm going to coach them hard. I'm going to coach them tough, because we're not going to win if we don't create toughness. And that's what this is about for me, man. And that's off and on the court. And so I'm not only a coach, I'm gonna be a father to a lot of these kids, the same way Deion Sanders would happen to be a father to a bunch of these kids. Because I'm giving some kids opportunity, man, that never had this type of opportunity before. I'm being honest with you, because the regular coaches will be afraid of these type of players. Think about it. I had DeMar DeRozan, he was out of Compton, Brandon Jennings. Think about all these kids from some tough neighborhoods, Lance Stevenson. But I knew how to talk to them.
Yes.
I knew how to because think about it. You can't talk to everybody the same way.
No, you cannot.
Because guess what? A lot of players are gonna
buck up. They're gonna buck if you talk to them a certain way, Pete.
Yeah. And so you know what my thing is, right? If I could talk to these players and coach them in love, and it's going to be tough. Sometimes I'm going to have to talk to them tough, but guess what? They're going to know that I'm going to be there for them through thick and thin. And that's why they want to come be on this program with me. And plus, we got a great city. We got a great atmosphere. This is a big city. And so, my next thing is getting a lot of television time to where we get that time now at the University of New Orleans. It's going to be all about the privateers now, privateer nation. So getting all these, major channels to zoom in on us, because I got some of the top entertainers in the world coming. We starting off, man, the culture has been built right now. It's built.
Yeah, Pete, one of the things that I tell kids, I said, for me growing up, if I see it, I could be it, I could get it.
Yeah.
All I needed to do was see it. I saw my brother go to college. Hell, he went to college. He lived with me. He lived just like I did. He was poor as I was. I'm going. He went to the NFL. So if you see it, you could be it or you can get it.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. When you go in, so what's going to be your sales pitch? Because there are a lot of people that's watching this and they're like, okay, let me see what Pete talking about. When you go into let's just say for the sake of argument, Ocho and I, we the number 1 and 2 recruits in the nation. And we from New Orleans. Let's just say Ocho's from New Orleans. I'm from California. You gonna come sit down on my grandma's couch. You gonna go sit down on Ocho's couch. What's your pitch? How you gonna get me and Ocho to team up as the number 1 and number 2 basketball players in the country?
I ain't just from New Orleans. I'm from Uptown now.
So guess what, Ocho? If you from Uptown, I know you a dog, and if I'm coming to your house, I'm coming to let your parents know that I'm gonna be a coach that's gonna guide your son all the way through this process, because this is a journey. It's not gonna be easy. I'm going to be on him. I'm going to be tough, but I'm also going to reward him. And I'm going to put him in a great situation to where he could get the right NIL money. Then he could be happy. And also I'm going to make sure he get his education, because I know one thing for me, education has changed my life and saved my life. So if I put you on that right journey, so even if you get hurt or you go through something now, you can still take care of yourself as a man. I'm creating men. I want you to come here to play for me, but I also want you to love what you're doing, and you got to want to be here too. So if you don't see this the place for you, then it's not the place for you. But it is, then I'm not trying to sell nobody because I've been through it all. And I know that I could be there for these kids and show them the right way, and then they can learn from my mistakes, but also I could teach them business. I could show them how to create their own products and brands. Also, because even the NIL money is nothing to what once you make a name for yourself in this college system, you're going to be worth way more than this. And then the end goal, if you want to get to the NBA, then guess what? I got people that now that's going to bring NBA scouts to our arena to come see you. And this is a great city. And if you're from here, you know that. But you also have to be able to police yourself because you've grown. So I'm going to also be looking for your son to be able to police himself, be able to be accountable, and he got to want this. Because if he don't want this, I can't do nothing else for him, but I could definitely show him everything that I've been through, and I could put the right team around him to get to where he need to be at. And that's just going to be my sales pitch, because it's not a sales pitch, it's just reality, because I'm a black man that have been through what these black kids and young men are going through, and I know they're not going to be able to play games with me because I done seen it all. And so when they get on this campus, they're going to be held accountable like anybody else, but we're going to win, we're going to get better, we're going to grow together. And that's what it's going to be about. And we're not going to play games with them, because a lot of these other coaches are playing games with our kids, because this is a business. I'm going to let them know. And guess what? If you get yourself to a position to where you need to go to the league, I'm not making kids say they need to stay here, because I know I could get other kids if I need to. But if you come here and this is where you want to be, and you want to be in college for right now, until you get an opportunity to go to the NBA, this is the spot for you, because we're going to take care of our kids. And that's what I've been doing all my life. And you could check my record on that. So DeMar DeRozan, I had him since 7th grade. Lance Stevens, I had him since 7th grade. Brandon Jennings, I had him since 7th grade. I had all these kids all the way through college. So go check my resume.
That's live. That's live.
Pete, I had my college coach, Bill Davis, rest his soul. You know what he told me? He said, son, it's after 4 years. You're not in a better position than you are right now. You don't need to come here.
Yes.
Because if what we have to offer you here is not better than what you have where you are right now, this ain't the place for you.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
But Shannon, think about this. Why go play for them when you could play for us, somebody that really care about you? Because once you get a part of this system, you're a part of my family.
Yep.
Like, think about it. All these other kids, if you go ask them about me, they still know me today. Mm-hmm. Think about, look at my track record right now, right? I didn't stop Snoop's career. I let him blossom and grow. Go look at everybody that I didn't create. I didn't create guys that they thought, because I tell people all the time, it's like finding a used car. And so that's why I say I want to find dogs, because most of the dogs, nobody really want them. Because they probably think their attitude too bad, or maybe they've been through something. No, I know one thing, that we're going to help you get through this if you're serious about being successful. And those are the type of people I want around me. I don't care about what you've been through in life, right? Now, if you come in here to put that behind you, and you're going to do the schoolwork, and you're going to put the work in on the court to get better, you're going to put the work in the summer to get stronger. We're going to make sure you got the right nutrition. We're going to make sure you got the right trainers around you. Then it's going to be on you. You got to have some accountability when you come in here. And if you really don't want it, this ain't the place for you, because we're going to push you.
I got a good question, especially when it comes to the young kids, especially today's era, the NIL era, where everything is really a business style. The kids are focused on the money. They focus on, I want to build my brand. I want to look a certain way. I want a certain amount of money. But how do you keep the kids focused, P? Especially them dogs, that are influenced by hip hop, by some of the things that they see. How do you keep them focused on strictly basketball and trying to get to that next level? If your dreams are to be an NBA, how do you keep them locked in when they're getting the money early?
Well, guess what? If you get the money early, then you need to invest that money into something, because that money gonna come and go. So if you take that money and invest it in something, then guess what? You need more money. So you're gonna come here and work. You're gonna have a solid focus. You're gonna keep your mind right, because we're gonna show you that. So think about it. Right now, a lot of kids go in college. They don't even have the NIL money in a business name. And in my players, I'm going to show them that. I don't want to control them. So if you got your money in a business name, then you can hold on to create your LLC, create your incorporation, right? And so now you have a business. So you could go to the bank and invest that money and put it away. Because my whole thing is put this money into escrow, put this money into something where you don't have to touch it right now unless you need it to help your family or whatever, right? My thing is once we show them that, so by the time next year, they're going to double their money. We're going to show them how to do that. And I think nobody else cares as much as me in doing that for my players because I do it anyway. Look at my Master P master classes. I do that anyway. And so for me to be able to do that for my players, it's only going to be 12 or 15 players on my team. And to be able to be that close, to have a family bond with the people on my team that I want to see successful. Like I said, everybody's not going to make it to the NBA. But if somebody come up with something, create a business or something while we're in college, if you look at it, the guy that created Tesla, Elon Musk, he created PayPal while he was in college. I want to be able to show the athletes on my team, we could do this while we're in college if we stay focused. But you got to come here. It's not about the money. You know, everybody want to make some money, but this little money right now, I'm going to show my players this the little money. The end game is where the real money come in at once you get to the league. This money here is nothing but to keep yourself going, keep your family going, because we know most of these players are going to come from hard times. I got players from New York hit me up, from Chicago, from Philly, from Maryland. I got players hitting me up because guess what? They want that spotlight. They want that spotlight knowing that this year, if you play for Master P, if you play for Percy Miller, Coach P, that spotlight is going to be on you. And if you a real dog and you could play, I wouldn't even care about NIL money right now. If I'm a real NBA player and you come here with me, you're going to make it because all eyes are going to be on us.
Right. P, you mentioned something like the people that reached out from you, they come from hard times. You know what create tough men? Hard times. Hard times create tough men. Tough men create easy times. Easy men create easy men. Easy men create hard times. You see that cycle, how it goes, P? You see what you did is that P came from an impoverished situation, a very hard time. It created a very tough-minded and sound, hard individual. Then P created easy times. Now, in that easy time in which you created, what are those under you in that time? What are they going to do? You said something very interesting that set up an LLC, set up a corp, set up a trust. Because what you can do when you have money, you can borrow money against what you have in that account. You don't have to spend money. See, that's where they get ahead at, P. They don't spend their money. They spend other people's money while their money grow. I ain't telling you what somebody told me. I'm telling you what I know.
Building credit at the same time. Yes, Shannon, we building credit. We also understanding that, okay, if you got somebody look like us that care about you and want to see you win, why not come play for us? Because guess what? The main thing is if you really could play, the NBA will
no
find
matter where you at.
No matter where
no matter where you at.
Think about it. So look at Scottie Pippen, right? Back in Scottie Pippen was on a team that nobody knew where he was at, but guess what? He made it to the league. Steph Curry was in
Dennis
Davis.
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. Look at right now, Damian Lillard. Like all those people that you see right now, even John Morant. Like you just need to be on a Division I basketball team, and they're gonna find.
If you good, P. Look, they went way to Serbia and got Luka. They got Luka from Slovenia. They got Giannis from Greece. They got Wemby from France. They got Jokic from Serbia. If you good at anything and they can make money off it, they're gonna find you.
Every time.
But I'm gonna tell y'all, we got a great arena, we got a great atmosphere, and we're gonna put the best product on the floor. And we're gonna put the best characters because we want to build character at the same time. We want people to come here to, we want to have those testimonies where now a kid could say, man, I went out there with Coach P and my whole life changed because he stayed on me. He held me accountable. And now, I'm one of the top players in the NBA right now. Like I want to create those testimonies. And so I want any kid out there that's watching this right now, if you're a real basketball player and you're a real dog and you want an opportunity to get to the NBA, you also want an opportunity to graduate from a great university and also have a great staff of people around you because, that's what it takes too. You want to have a good team. a good team around you, people that really care about you. And that's what this is about. Once you're a part of this family, you're a part of our family for life. So everybody that's been around me, we still family forever. It's not like, oh, you come in. Because think about it, y'all know, y'all done played professional sports. A lot of these people forget about us. But now you have some people, you know, that you really know that this is your family. You could call them anytime because you know, man, look, I've been around that person. This is bigger than basketball. It's bigger than football. Like, and that's what this is for me. This is bigger than that. Like we're gonna make history together, and that's what this is gonna be about. And we're gonna show the world that we could do something positive. We could grow, because you think they want us to be successful in this, y'all? They don't want us to be successful in this. Because think about it. Now they're gonna realize that, wow. Not only they come from entertainment, because even sports now, entertainment and sports, they go together. Think about it. It goes together. And we business people, and we know how to create something from nothing. Like I told y'all, I always find me a used car, put some wheels and some paint on it and fix it up. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm fixing up this used car and taking it to the next level.
You talk about entertainment. What do they do? The biggest event in North America is what? The Super Bowl. What do they have at halftime, Pete?
Yeah.
You go to the NBA All-Star game. What do they have, Pete? Yeah. They have entertainment. So it goes hand in hand. Yeah. Let me ask you this, Pete. I'm going to get you out of here on this one. When it's all said and done, what do you want people to say about Pete?
Well, you know what? My whole thing is, I don't want us to wait till it's too late, till it's done. And like, I'm not looking at Junior Bridgman life, right? Me and him was going to do a lot of things together. And I did a lot of work in Louisville. So, but we got to stop saying, I'm going to get together tomorrow. I'm going to do it later. You know, we got to do it now. And so, so my thing is, the most talent and the most wealth is in the graveyard. Think about it. And once we gone, somebody else going to do what they got to do with our wealth. I want people to know that Pete did what he needed to do for his people now. Like, we're not waiting. And that's why this is so important, what I'm doing now. This is bigger than student athletes in a basketball game, y'all. This is about changing lives and saving lives at the same time. Because a lot of these kids that come from here, they never would get these type of chances, or some of these kids getting second chances. You know, like basketball, college basketball is getting older now. When you go in that transport portal, a lot of these kids been in college a long time. So now for some of these players, if they're really good, this is going to be the last step of feeding their families, getting on a winning organization to be able to get the real NIL money that they can get. My thing is, I want people to remember me for creating future leaders, putting our people in a position to win. And that's what this is about with me.
Yeah.
Pete, congratulations on the opportunity, man. I know you're going to do great things, because everything you seemingly have touched has turned to gold. You pull your heart, you pull your heart, and you pull your soul into it. But I understand, this is what I know about you. You love what you do, and it resonates in the kids, because once somebody finds out that you care about them, there isn't much they won't do for you.
For you,
Once a kid knows, it's anything. Once a person knows that you care, once I knew that teacher cared about me, my coach cared about me, I would move heaven and earth.
Oh, yeah.
Because I never wanted to let that person down. Congratulations on this opportunity. I know you'll make the best of this opportunity.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Ocho.
Before you leave, P, you in New Orleans right now? Man, I'm going to be there for Super Sunday, man. I'm going to be second line and all. Meet me at the park, man.
All right.
I'm going to be at Super Sunday.
Come on,
man. I'm going to be there. I
I
ain't playing. I'm going from New York. I'm going to New York to New Orleans. I'm finna march all the way. I'm a second. You're gonna see me. I'm gonna have my in line now.
Let's go, man. I gotta get you some of this pirate gift, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk
to me now. I'll be there.
I gotta get you some.
Hey, P, I'm gonna hit you up. I need to run something by you anyway, but I'll hit you up tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
Master P.